Are you tired of being absolutely crazy at the game, but the one thing you are lacking is your aim? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the best guide to get the best aim in Fortnite in just 1 week. I personally use this when I was placing my highest in tournaments, and it's also what all my friends use to get the most insane aim ever. So watch the end because I bet you won't know the last thing I'm going to show you. But let's hop right into it. All right, so I'm going to show you the best aiming routine to actually get some crazy good aim. This is what me and all my friends use to get really good aim. Now, I do not have the best aim, I'm just going to tell you guys that, but my friends use this exact same routine, and they have some of the craziest aim I've ever seen. Now, the main thing for aim is getting each fundamental down for different things. So shotgun close range, AR long range, mid-range sprays, and then like people moving. So there's multiple different things in the Mechanics V5 training map that are actually very good for this. Like there's sphere tracking, glider tracking, there's surge tags, which will help you if you play a lot of tournaments. Bounce tracking is for like if people use crash pads or shockwaves. Air bots, they bounce them up and down, which are like for air, once again, shockwaves, bouncers that they go straight up. Horizontal is for going left to right. Thin tracking is for more precise shots. Close long tracking switches it, and then close fast tracking is for like shotguns. ADS shotgun is for, once again, shotgun scoping in. Box fight aim is to help you with angles and stuff like that, and just like all these things are pretty explanatory. So for example, if I do wall replace, the main thing with wall replace is you replace the wall and then you try and pump them in the head, and you won't kill them unless you hit them in the head instantly. Like you will kill them if you do 2 shots, but your main goal is to hit a headshot every single time. And once again, you're going to want to do different angles and attack it like you would in a real game. Practice how you want to play. If you're doing over 100 damage a shot, though, that's pretty darn good. That means you're getting your almost all your pellets on the bot no matter what. And once you do this about 10 to 12 times, or you get 10 to 12 kills, we can move on to the next one. So once you do that, you click on this thing and go back. Now, once again, I'm not actually locked in, so my aim will not be as good. Here, you will want to be locked in to get good aim. Next thing you can do is reaction flicks. So this helps you get like good reaction flicks to try and go for headshots on bots. This is really good for aim, and for example, if like someone shockwaves into your box, this is really good for that. And once again, if you want more consistent shots and you don't care all the time about one pumps, this does care about one pumps, but if you want more consistent shots, I recommend aiming for the torso, the center of the body, because you'll do overall more damage. Instead of like headshots, you have a lot smaller thing to hit, so it's more over long periods of time. It's better to hit body shots and then go for headshots when you know you're sure of it, if that makes sense. Because you almost guaranteed always hit the torso. And after you do this for about 5 minutes, you're going to come back once again. And so since we've done that, we've done wall replace and reaction flick. Those are both really good for close range shotgun shots. So for example, the next thing we could do is like an airbot. And you're going to want to be using the guns that you use currently in Battle Royale or Reload. So right now I'm using the OXR rifle. Will help you get better close tracking. You can even do it without aiming in, just to work on that as well. Now, after you do this for about 5 minutes as well, you can be done with this as well. The main goal is to just get your aim basically warmed up and get it a little bit smoother, so when you go into the match, you're always warmed up and prepared, if that makes sense. Then you can come back once again. So now that we've done airbot, we've done our shotgun already, we've done our airbot. Now we're going to do something that is a little bit further. So we're going to go for glider tracking. Now glider tracking is really hard, because in here the bots actually move a lot different than real players do. So it's honestly harder than real players. If you can get this down, this tracking down, real players are going to be a lot easier to deal with, because as you can see, they're sideways. So they're actually a harder target to hit. Now here you can focus on going for exact precise shots. Like you can just like take one shot at a time, if that makes sense. Just go like this. But honestly, in my opinion, the whole purpose of tracking is to just get good with recoil control and just tracking them like this. Now, I do recommend doing both, but I recommend doing it this way more because it makes you more used to recoil. So when you use guns, you're used to recoil. Instead of this, where you always have first shot accuracy. As you guys can see when I shoot, it takes about a second before it has first shot accuracy again, if that makes sense. So after you do this for a bit, now we've done it 2 shotguns, 1 mid-range, and 1 far range. Now you can do any of these once again, but I'm gonna go for spear tracking. And this is for just, this is medium range to long range as well. Now you can do this type of training in like third-party apps or games like Aim Labs or Kovacs, but I recommend doing them through Fortnite because this is specifically tailored to Fortnite. Other ones are specifically tailored to other games or like first-person games, and this one is specifically tailored towards Fortnite. You can find some Aim Labs and Kovacs programs or like training routines that are tailored for Fortnite, but they're still not as good as the actual thing. All right, and after you do this for about another 5 minutes, we can come back and we can do 1 more long range because that was more of a mid range. So we're gonna do bounce tracking. It might not be, it's more of like a far range to mid range, but this will help with like bouncers and shockwaves and stuff like that. And once again, you're just gonna want to track them to the best of your ability. Well, all this aim training is great, but if you're trying to get better at Fortnite, you can put in all the practice in the world, but if your setup is holding you back, you're never going to see your full potential. That's exactly why I started using Risen's tweaks. These tweaks are designed to give you the smoothest Fortnite experience possible. We're talking lower input delay, reduced ping, cleaner mechanics, and even a big FPS boost. The difference is honestly night and day. With higher and more stable frames, your game feels fluid instead of choppy. Every edit and build places faster, your aim feels way more consistent, and you don't get those frustrating little stutters that throw fights. Add in the delay and ping cuts, and it's like Fortnite finally plays the way it's supposed to. I've been using them myself, and it feels like my mechanics actually leveled up just because my PC isn't holding me back anymore. So if you want to get that extra edge, smoother gameplay, higher FPS, and better consistency in every fight, you need to grab Risen's tweaks. The link is in the pinned comment or the description, and if you use code FLOW at checkout, you'll get 15% off. Trust me, this is one of the easiest upgrades you can make to instantly prove how Fortnite feels. All right, back to the video. Also, if you guys want to make your tracking more realistic, you can move around while you're aiming it as well. That'll make it more realistic, and it might even help you hit some shots because, once again, if you're playing a regular Fortnite match, you're not going to just be standing still the whole time while beating every single player you face. So moving around can actually help you, and it actually can sometimes improve your aim. I don't know why, but my aim just feels a lot better when I'm actually like moving around and stuff. I think it's just more game realistic, and that's what makes it better in all honesty. And after you do this for about another 5 minutes, and you can come back. And so that's what I recommend doing every single day. Now, that was only 6 different things, but you want to train each one of your ranges 2 different times. So for example, for the shotguns, or close range, I did 2 shotgun drills today. For the mid range, I did the airbot and the sphere tracking. For the long range, I did glider tracking and the bounce tracking. Now, for tomorrow, let's say you are going to do this every single day and you're going to aim train every single day. Tomorrow, you're going to want to do 6 completely different things. Now, it might not all be the same. Like, you might not have 2 different things for every single day. Like, you won't have 2 things for close range every single day because it is 21 different things. So 21 divided by 6 does not equal 3. It equals like 3.3 or something like that. So you won't have the exact same thing, but you can just mix them up and mix them around. I just recommend doing 2 different drills for each range. So 2 for close range, 2 for medium range, and 2 for long range. And then once again, you can do like SMG tracking and stuff like that. Once again, you have all the weapons in here. You can use, instead of like the shotgun close range wall replays, you can do SMGs and just mix it up. Now, the thing I like to do, now this doesn't involve as much aim, but what I like to do after I do some aim training is actually just go in and free build and then like pretend like I full piece an opponent or something and then shoot. And just do stuff like this because it warms up the rest of your mechanics and it will help you with your aim as well. And after you do that for a little bit, like you do it like for 5 to 10 minutes, then you come back and you can turn on the bots. And then for the bots, you're gonna just track them like this. Yes, they will run right at you, but you can track them. And then you can just shotgun them if they get close to you. You can even go for far range. As you guys can see, my aim is a lot more precise on these bots. They're a lot easier to hit because they're like more realistic to real players. And you're going to aim for headshots here. And then once again, you're going to want to incorporate your actual like shots and stuff. So you're going to want to add your mechanics into this and actually shoot the bots just so your aim actually gets warmed up. Now, I actually do recommend doing this before you actually start aim training, and then you do the aim training, and then you do this. And then you do this after as well, just so you get the most out of your actual aim training. It will warm up your aim before you go into the aim training, and it will be really good for after you've actually done all the aim training, because it actually applies what you've learned. Anyways, after you do that for another 5 to 10 minutes, you should be done. Now, this is going to be pretty long. If you spend 5 minutes in each thing, that's going to be 30 minutes. And then 5 minutes before and after doing this, that is going to be about 40 minutes of total aim training. But if you do this every single day, you should actually get crazy good aim, because 40 minutes a day towards one task, like either it's aim or mechanics, will actually make you crazy at the game. Yeah, that's what I recommend doing. That's how literally my best friend, he has the craziest aim in the game. He never misses a shot, and when I play him, it's the most annoying thing ever, because he'll hit the craziest side jumps and just one pump me. But I recommend doing this. This is the best one in order to actually get insane aim. And remember, anything you train will not happen overnight. You're not going to get insanely god aim overnight unless you use cheats, which I do not recommend. So just keep training it, and after a week, you should see some real crazy good improvements. But once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm going to try and get some more gameplay vids out in the future, and also I'm going to be making a second channel that will be reacting to your guys' clips and helping you guys with personal stuff and coaching sessions and stuff like that. So if you guys want to be a part of that second channel and be featured and stuff like that, make sure to join my Discord link in the description. Also, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and use code FLOWN in the Fortnite item shop to help me out. Once again, thank you guys for taking time out of your day to watch my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.